Imagine this for a moment. You are sitting at your kitchen table. Your morning coffee is getting cold. You open your bank statement and you notice something strange. Your neighbor, a retired teacher just like you, just got a deposit from Social Security. $17,000, a back payment. But your account? Nothing. Not a dollar. Not a letter. Not even a phone call. Your hands start to shake a little. You worked for 30 years as a public school teacher. You also waited tables in college. You paid into Social Security. You earned this money. So, where is it? You start to wonder, did the government forget about you? Did your check get sent to the wrong account? Did someone else cash it? Or worse, is it gone forever? If this fear sounds familiar, please don't go anywhere, because what I am about to tell you could put thousands of dollars back into your bank account before the end of this month. Hello, my friend. I am June, a Senior Policy Analyst and Retirement Finance Expert. Here on the Retirement Tax and Law Pro channel, I help retirees like you understand the rules that big government agencies hope you will never read. Today, I am going to walk you through the exact law that the Social Security Administration is required to follow. I will show you the 3 groups of people who have still not been paid. And I will give you the exact steps to claim what is yours. But please, stay with me until the very end, because there is one hidden mistake that thousands of seniors are making right now. A mistake so quiet, so easy to miss, that it could permanently erase your back pay, even if you are owed every penny. I will reveal that mistake before we close. So pour yourself a fresh cup of coffee and let me tell you about Robert. Robert is 68 years old. He lives in a small town in Ohio. For 32 years, he was a firefighter. He ran into burning buildings. He carried children out of smoke-filled homes, and when he retired, he received a state pension, a pension he earned with his sweat and his courage. But Robert also worked summers as a carpenter when he was younger. He paid Social Security taxes on that work, enough to qualify for a small Social Security check. The problem? For years, a rule called the Windfall Elimination Provision, or WEP, cut Robert's Social Security check almost in half. His wife, Linda, a retired school nurse, had it even worse. The Government Pension Offset, or GPO, wiped out her spousal benefit completely. She received nothing. Zero. So when Robert heard the news in January of last year, he could not believe it. President signed the Social Security Fairness Act into law. WEP and GPO were repealed. Gone. Finished. Robert called me with tears in his voice. He said, "June, does this mean Linda and I are going to get our money back?" I told him yes, but I also warned him. I said, "Robert, this only works if you avoid the trap." He thought he understood. He waited patiently. Months went by. In April, Robert got his back payment, almost $9,000. He cried at the mailbox, but Linda got nothing. No deposit, no letter, nothing. Why? Because Linda made one small mistake. A mistake almost every widow, widower, and spouse in this country is making right now. I will tell you what Linda did wrong in just a moment. But first, you need to understand the rule. Here is the law in plain English. On January 5th of 2025, the Social Security Fairness Act was signed into law. This law permanently ended 2 unfair rules: the Windfall Elimination Provision and the Government Pension Offset. For over 40 years, these 2 rules punished people who served the public: teachers, firefighters, police officers, federal workers under the old civil service retirement system, postal workers, even some Americans who worked overseas. Over 3.2 million Americans had their Social Security checks reduced or completely eliminated. The new law fixed that, and it is retroactive. That means Social Security must pay you back for every month you were shorted, going all the way back to January of 2024. Now, here is what the Social Security Administration has done so far. According to their own official press release from July 7, 2025, they have completed 3.1 million payments. They have paid out approximately $17 billion in back payments. The average back payment is around $6,700. Some people have received over $20,000. That sounds wonderful, doesn't it? But here's the part the news is not telling you. The Social Security Administration has openly admitted that 3 groups of people have still not been paid. The first group is what they call complex cases. These are files that the computer could not handle automatically. A human being has to review them one by one. If your case had any unusual detail, a foreign pension, a divorce, a name change, a deceased spouse, you might be sitting in this pile right now. The second group is people who filed a brand new claim after January 5th, 2025. The SSA received over 278,000 new claims. As of last summer, they had processed only 92% of them. That means tens of thousands of new applications are still in the queue. And the third group, this is the most heartbreaking one. This is Linda's group. The third group is people who never filed a claim at all, because for years they were told by Social Security clerks, don't bother applying, WEP or GPO will wipe out your check anyway. So they walked away, they never filed, and now because the law has changed, they are owed money, but Social Security will not chase them down. The agency does not knock on doors. If you do not file, you do not get paid, period. That is what happened to Linda. She had been told 20 years ago that GPO would zero out her widow benefits from her first husband, who had passed away. So she never filed. And because she never filed, she is not in the system. The retroactive money the law promised her, it is just sitting there, waiting for her to claim it. Now let me tell you about the traps, the misconceptions that are quietly stealing money from seniors all across America. Trap number 1, the biggest trap of all. I will be paid automatically. No, my friend. You will only be paid automatically if you were already receiving a Social Security check as of January 2025, and the WEP or GPO had reduced that check. If you never filed because GPO would have wiped you out, the SSA does not have a file on you. They cannot pay a ghost. You must apply. Trap number 2, the survivor benefits trap. If you are a widow or widower owed money under this new law, you cannot apply online. The SSA's website will not let you. You must call them at 1-800-772-1213 or visit a local field office in person. Many widows have given up after trying the website and seeing it does not work. Please, do not give up. Trap number 3, the retroactivity ceiling. Many people assume the back pay covers all the years WEP and GPO took from them. It does not. The law only goes back to January 2024. Every dollar withheld before that date is gone, permanently. I wish I had better news, but the law is the law. Trap number 4, the filing date trap. The Social Security Administration says it plainly. The date you apply can affect when your benefits start. Every month you delay applying could be a month of benefits you never get back. There is a 6-month retroactive filing rule for retirement benefits. Wait too long and the calendar eats your money. Trap number 5, the address and direct deposit trap. Social Security sent most back payments straight to the bank account on file if you changed banks. If you closed an old checking account, your money may have been returned, delayed, or sent to the wrong place. You need to log into your My Social Security account at ssa.gov My Account and verify your information today. And trap number 6, the tax trap. This one is sneaky. That big back payment you received, it is taxable income in the year you receive it, all of it, on a single SSA 1099 form. If you do not handle it correctly on your tax return, you could owe thousands more than you should. Now, my friend, here is the good news. The law gives you real protections. Let me walk you through them. First, the Social Security Fairness Act is a mandatory law, not a suggestion. The Social Security Administration is legally required to recalculate your benefit and pay your back pay. This is your statutory right. Second, you have the right to apply. If you never filed or if you withdrew an application years ago because of WEP or GPO, you can file right now. For retirement and spouses benefits, go to ssa.gov, apply. For survivor benefits, you must call 1-800-772-1213. Monday through Friday, 8 in the morning to 7 in the evening, your local time. Third, you have the right to a written notice. Every single person whose benefit was adjusted or who received a back payment was supposed to receive a letter from Social Security explaining what they got and why. If you got a deposit but no letter or a letter but no deposit, that is a red flag. Call them. Fourth, you have the right to appeal. If you believe Social Security calculated your benefit wrong, you can file a request for reconsideration using Form SSA 561, but you must do it within 60 days of receiving your notice. 60 days. Mark your calendar. Fifth, the IRS gives you a powerful tax protection called the lump sum election. When you do your taxes, you check box 6C on your Form 1040 or 1040 SR. This lets you treat part of the back payment as if it had been paid in 2024 when you should have received it. This often saves seniors hundreds, sometimes thousands, of dollars in tax. The worksheets are in IRS Publication 915. Show them to your tax preparer. And sixth, your retroactive deposit is protected from most creditor garnishment by federal banking rules. Banks are required to apply a 2-month look-back to protect your federal benefit deposits before honoring most garnishment orders. Now, what happens if you ignore all of this? The consequences are serious, and I want you to hear them clearly. If you never file, you will never be paid. Social Security will not call you. They will not send you a discovery letter. They will not knock on your door. The money stays in the Treasury, and you stay broke. If you wait too long to file, you lose months of benefits permanently. Retroactive filing is capped at 6 months. Every month you delay past, that is a month gone forever. If you mishandle the lump sum on your taxes, you could be pushed into a higher tax bracket. You could trigger taxation of up to 85% of your Social Security. You could face estimated tax underpayment penalties. And here is one most seniors miss. You could see your Medicare Part B and Part D premiums go up significantly 2 years from now because of something called IRMA. The IRS looks back at your income from 2 years prior to set those premiums. A big lump sum in 2025 could raise your Medicare premiums in 2027. And if Social Security later decides they paid you incorrectly, they can issue an overpayment notice. As of 2025, the default withholding rate to recover overpayments has been increased significantly. They can take a much bigger bite out of your monthly check until the debt is repaid. These are the rules. I do not write them. I just translate them. So here's what I want you to do. 3 steps. Write them down. Step 1. Verify your status today. Log into your My Social Security account at ssa.gov, My account. Check your direct deposit information. Check your mailing address. Look at your benefit history. If you do not have an account, create one today. It takes 10 minutes. Step 2. If you have a non-covered pension and you have never applied for Social Security, or if your spouse passed away and you were told GPO would wipe out your widow benefit, contact Social Security right now. Call 1-800-772-1213. The line is open Monday through Friday, 8 to 7 local time. Or apply online at ssa.gov. Apply for retirement and spouse's benefits. Remember, survivor benefits must be done by phone or in person. Step 3. Keep every single document, your pension statements, your old tax returns, your bank deposit records, your SSA notices, your SSA 1099 form. Put them in a folder labeled Social Security Fairness Act. If anything goes wrong, those documents are your proof. Now, I promised you the hidden mistake. Here it is. The biggest mistake seniors are making right now is assuming silence means there is no problem. They check their account, they see no deposit, and they shrug. They say, well, maybe I was not eligible, or maybe my case is still being processed. And they wait. And they wait, and they wait. My friend, please, do not wait. Silence is the enemy. If you have not received a letter and you believe you should have, that is your signal to act. Pick up the phone today, not tomorrow, not next week, today. And here is my final and most important message for you. You cannot rely on YouTube notifications alone for news that affects your retirement security. YouTube does not send you alerts when a new law passes. YouTube does not tell you when a deadline is coming. YouTube does not warn you when your bank, your insurance, or your Medicare plan changes the rules. That is why I created the Global Senior Alerts Official WhatsApp channel. It is free, it is safe, and it is built for retirees just like you. Click the link in the description below this video. When you join, you will receive a free copy of the Senior Benefits Protection Guide. This guide covers Social Security, pensions, banking rules, insurance policies, and travel regulations, all in plain English. And you will get real-time alerts the moment a rule changes that affects your money. You worked your whole life for these benefits. You earned every dollar. Do not let a quiet mistake or a missed letter steal what is rightfully yours. I am June with Retirement Tax and Law Pro. Thank you for trusting me with your time today. Stay informed, stay protected, and I will see you in the next video.